Did anyone ever expect this stupid, inconsequential drama to get to career-ending heights? Let's recap. Dream is a Minecraft YouTuber and one of the fastest growing creators on the site. He's kind of got the Jake Paul thing going on where he and his fans are really easy to goof on, but unlike Jake Paul, he's not very controversial.
Oh yeah, there you go, there you go.
Dream cheated in Minecraft. That's his big controversy. Swan is a commentator who got big going after Susie Liu and Chris Hansen. He preaches journalism and honesty in those videos, so people viewed him as a guy who valued those things. This beef started with John tweeting, "Dream has made accusations about me on Reddit to try and smear my credibility, so I will be responding here in detail to ensure that everything is perfectly clear." Dream, who heard John was making a video with Cordwood, had posted to Reddit and complained about his personal experience with John. But the real question is, how the hell do they know each other? This is like a Flintstones Deadpool crossover. How? Why? This links back to John's Minecraft documentary that he made back in 2019. I guess he interviewed Dream in it. Now let's get into the drama. It is beautifully stupid. On Reddit, Dream accused John of impersonating him and sending the N-word and weird messages about a Minecraft sex mod to Harley. Harley is an underage commentator who is a fan of Dream and John. He's accusing John of trolling. I hardly find that as an attempt to smear his credibility, but however John wants to frame it, whatever. I want to point out that Dream's Reddit post only had 20 likes when John blew it up, so when Dream makes the accusation that John is blowing it up for Twitter clout, I tend to agree with him. John is bragging about how much he's growing from this situation, but people keep telling me, Dream,
this guy can't do anything without nobody seeing it.
I know, but maybe he doesn't know that, man. I'm confused.
I doubt it.
Well, guess what? The Reddit post still only has 90 likes, and John's tweet is what blew this up. His initial tweet talking shit is why Dream posted in the first place. But more importantly, the stakes were being raised. John claimed that Dream was trying to smear him, and Dream claimed that John was lying. It became a drama about credibility and character, and information came out in support of both sides. I don't really want to go through all of the DMs. All you need to know is that the information is circumstantial. It could really go either way. So people started to go through their past controversies. Dream lying about his Minecraft speedrun popped up several times. He's already lied once.
I think they're both in the same exact boat.
Oh, the guy did cheat in Minecraft. Who knows what he's capable of? John, however, no, completely out of character. John, he never does anything wrong.
John's such a nice dude. John's a fucking violin kid, all right? He's got nothing. There's nothing on John. You can't pound him, all right? And when I say that, I mean optically speaking. You know what?
John's the boy, man.
John's the boy, man. Dream cheated in Minecraft. It can't be John. There's no way John would sit by, lie to his friend's face, his fans, watch them hurt their credibility defending him. John wouldn't brag about how many followers he was gaining from a bold-faced lie towards another creator. He wouldn't make up a story about an autistic 12-year-old using his account. He wouldn't have his friend be in on the lie with him, bringing his credibility down to zero too. John wouldn't post a 13-page document acting like he's the bigger man. Saying innocent until proven guilty is a phrase that's lost a lot of significance lately. He wouldn't be the guy claiming he's taking accountability on Twitter as if being brave, when in reality he only did it because Nick already exposed him. So fuck this I'm owning up shit. You're a snake. You're a liar, you're a manipulator, and you only feel bad now because you didn't get away with it. People were surprised that John would do this. I wasn't.
Does like any of the stuff that that like Dream is alleging, does any of that sound like something John would actually do?
Yes.
Like
I'm telling you that.
I know.
John was canceled for getting caught lying, manipulating, and taking advantage of people. And you know why I'm not surprised? Because this whole situation looks like a joke compared to what he did only 2 months ago. This time, he just got what he deserved. Oh, wait, I want to keep this video as fair as possible, so know that Dream isn't perfect either. He did cheat in Minecraft once, so suck my dick, Stans. Pieman is a small YouTuber, he's 15 years old, and he's a pretty big fan of John. John decided to insinuate that Pieman is a pedophile because he sent a cringy, flirty message to a 12-year-old. Again, Pieman's only 15. John was making tweets such as, "Why did no one ask the age? You have a self-possessed IQ of 150 and you didn't think to ask the age of the girl you were flirting with in a sexual manner? Wow, that's crazy, John. It's as if the kid is only 15. Why would he ask the age? That's still messed up, LMAO. You're still not helping yourself. No. Leave the internet." Now, if you know Pieman, he's very open with the fact that he struggles with some social issues.
Most, if not all my, close friends are
people online.
John knew that and was still posting things like, how can you control that? Step 1 is to remove yourself from the internet to ensure that you will not fall guilty to the same urges again. Remember, you were being turned on by a literal child. He is a literal child. They're both children. 12 and 15 isn't predatory. They're both going through puberty. Step 2 is to get some sort of therapy or help because this can't go on, dude. This was messed up from John. The kid was getting a lot of shit and was unironically getting called a pedophile by John's followers. I thought John realized he was making a mistake when he deleted all of his Pieman tweets. I even DM'd him saying good guy John with a picture of his tweets being deleted. I definitely have sympathy for somebody taking something too far in the moment, especially on Twitter. I thought this was him owning up to it. He then replied to me saying, I deleted all of my tweets because someone was flagging my account, LOL. Tweeted about it. I stand by that 100%. You can disagree, that's fine. The shocking part is that he then went on live stream to call Pieman a pedophile again and that he needs to leave the internet.
This is not good. This is something I believe you need to get help with in some way. I don't know whichever avenue you want to take with that, but I think you need to get help because these are the sort of feelings if you're trying to deny them now. Well, earlier, you said in her DMs that these were feelings that you had.
John is literally telling this kid that he's so fucked up that he needs therapy for having a crush on another kid. John, puberty sucks enough. He really doesn't need you to make it worse.
If you legitimately feel this way, and I'm not going to ask you to respond or say if you do or not, right? But if you legitimately feel this way, you need some help, right? You need to go, you need to log off. You need to leave online settings because you cannot have a public platform when you've admitted to this stuff. And this stuff is going to haunt you now, forever online.
This stuff is going to haunt you forever online. Let me remind you that Pieman has social issues. Most of Pieman's interactions with other people comes from online. Most of his friends are online. This is where a large part of his life is. And John, someone he looks up to, is telling him that it's all over. So what do you think's gonna happen? Pieman unsurprisingly took to Twitter where he posted his suicide note. I'm probably gonna upload my next video, then just fucking kill myself. Luckily he didn't. Pieman's parents enrolled him into therapy and he took some time off for himself. Meanwhile, John played hero. John rewrote history. Somehow, John changed the story. He was now trying to stop Pieman's live stream. He was protecting him.
And I told them, the first thing I got on there, I actually went on because I was like, guys, turn off the stream. You shouldn't be streaming about this. What are you doing? It was him and 2 other friends of his, and they were talking about the drama, about this 12-year-old stuff. And I was like, dude, what the fuck are you doing on stream?
That is a blatant lie. When John first went on, to me, he sounded really excited. Giddy even, to humiliate a 15-year-old.
Yes, of course.
It looks really
want
bad.
To get linked either, Pieman, because that's really incriminating.
Oh, that was John trying to stop the stream. That was him trying to save Pieman. Oh, and that this will haunt you for the rest of your life bit?
And this stuff is going to haunt you now, forever, online.
You see, guys, that seemingly scarring statement for simply having a crush on another kid? That was now sound, genuine advice.
I gave him some genuine advice. I said, look, dude, you need to get off the internet. You need to, you need to start readjusting yourself.
Just makes me so mad every time I hear it. It's like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? Now, you might be asking, how did John react when he found out about Pieman's suicide letter? Well, John said Pieman didn't go through with it, so he must have been suicide baiting.
But at the end of the document, he said, I might just upload my next video and then fucking kill myself. And I'm just... It came out later. Okay, well, those weren't genuine. That wasn't a genuine thing. He literally turned around and said he's fine. So he tried to weaponize a suicide attempt to try and make us feel bad about him saying he was being attracted to a 12-year-old.
Pieman's the real villain. He was after John the whole time. You see, John's the victim because Pieman, the 15-year-old, didn't kill himself. John, you started this on Twitter. You went onto his live stream to humiliate him. How is he attacking you? So when people ask me, is it in John's character to lie? Could John have ever lied about Dream?
Does any of the stuff that Dream is alleging, does any of that sound like something John would actually do?
Yes, it is completely in his character. Guy's a piece of shit. But amazingly, it gets worse. Pieman uploaded a video explaining why John owes him an apology. John decided to react to the video with his friends in a live stream where they all decided to laugh at him.
I think I provided enough information to prove that John is not perfect. He has made mistakes. Mistakes deserving of an apology. This is why I want everyone who watched this video to tweet #apologize_John_Swan.
You gotta love how sweet Pie Man is. All he said is that John isn't perfect and that he should apologize. It's really not that funny, guys. Seeing that he almost killed himself over this whole situation, I think that's more than fair. Keep in mind that John called Dream the douchebag. John, of course, didn't apologize to Pie Man, so I brought this to Twitter 2 days later, exposing everything from calling him a pedophile for flirting with another kid that's only 3 years younger than him, to telling him it would haunt him for the rest of his life. And what do you know? John would go from saying,
I had a good take. I had a good take.
To posting a full-on apology to Pie Man. I talked to Pie Man today in private after a few days of reflection. We hashed things out. And although we don't agree on everything, what did he tell you?
Well, honestly, it wasn't really much of an apology. I more accepted it because, I sort of was over the drama at that point. He sort of doubled down on most things. He said he still thinks I suicide baited, and he never implied I was anything. The only thing he sort of apologized for is he said he was a bit too harsh on me in the podcast thing, and he could have worded a few tweets differently. Because when he said, "Oh, can I post that we've worked things out on Twitter?" and I said, "Sure," I expected him to say something like, "Oh, me and Pie Man talked and we sort of worked things out between us." But then he said, "Oh, I apologize to Pie Man and we're all good now and stuff." And I thought, well, saying that you apologized isn't really a fair claim to make, because most people are asking him to apologize for the suicide baiting thing, and he never apologized for most of the stuff. He just posted on Twitter that he did.
So he's even taking credit for an apology that he didn't even really make. Moments after John's apology aired, Pie Man DM'd me. John said he stood by calling me a suicide baiter, saying it was just his opinion and I'm free to disagree. What a nice guy. He also said talking to me just now had nothing to do with you planning a video, and he wasn't even paying attention to the drama. So purely by coincidence, John went from laughing on livestream about Pie Man's request for an apology only 2 days earlier to reaching out to Pie Man and stealing an apology. All on his own. He never cared about Pie Man, he only ever cared about his own reputation. What action can he take to downplay the situation and make him look better? I want to take the time to address these two situations and why I always felt like John was more than likely behind the Dream DMs. Both situations started off with John messing with a small commentator, people who looked up to him. Harley, who was the kid trolled by John in the fake Dream account, was friend requesting John because he was a big fan.
No, definitely. He definitely had an influence on me, and I looked up to him.
In both situations, John eventually got questioned, pushed back on what he said. He then blatantly lied, changing the story completely, knowing that he could get away with what he did. One of my IRLs thought it was a good idea to fuck with my Discord account when I signed in on their PC.
Gave him some genuine advice. I said, look, dude, you need to get off the internet. You need to, you need to start readjusting yourself.
When called out for his bullshit, he plays victim. John's being attacked. Dream has made accusations about me to try and smear my credibility.
So he tried to weaponize his suicide attempt.
He then laughs and brags about it because he know he got away with it. Look at my followers. Look how cringy this kid is because he wants an apology. And when he's cornered and he's gonna get caught, whether it's me blowing up the Pie Man stuff on Twitter or it's people saying there's proof of him lying behind the scenes and it's gonna come out, he then finally owns up trying to cling to any sympathy he might be able to garner. Like, fuck off. I'm not accepting your apology. I don't care about your excuses. I don't care about how stressful this was. In fact, I can't think of a more poetic ending than John Swan taking his own genuine advice and leaving the fucking internet.
Log off. You need to leave online settings because you cannot have a public platform when you've admitted to this stuff. And this stuff is going to haunt you now forever online. Like, you've said that's come out. People are always going to know that the people are going to know. That's what you're going to be known for.
During this whole time, he let his friends take bullets for him, was willing to lie to his fans, everybody really, and he turned our mutual friends against me. All because of his lie. Bro, all this for what? To cover up a troll? How about you stop fucking with kids? Be a goddamn adult. John has since left the internet. He deleted his Twitter, so his apology isn't even up anymore. Good, it sucked. I don't want anybody to hate on the people who got the Dream story wrong. They were lied to by someone they trusted. They're the real victims here. I actually came away feeling positive about this whole thing. Yeah, even though some of us are friends behind the scenes, getting the story right is still the most important thing. Nick, one of John's biggest offenders, was the first one to go public upon getting the evidence that he lied. The dude was absolutely heartbroken to discover his friend was lying to his face the whole time. But he stepped up. He knew this slander couldn't continue, especially coming from a commentator. And he got John to apologize. apologize. Nick made a wrong right. I want to thank Pie Man for coming on. He's a good kid, and I'm sorry you got bullied the way you did. And I want to thank Comment Cop. I would have never been able to put this video together as fast as I did without him. There's links to both these guys' channels in the description. Overall, I think we do a pretty good job in this community. Justice was served, we purged the rat in Swan's clothing, and I hope the people that were hurt by this whole thing are able to take the time to heal. In the meantime, let's make some badass videos.
Dinner is ready. Fuck Swan. I prefer Goose. This greasy John just sits on Twitter with a new Google Doc every minute. Oh, it's the same lie posted every time, it's just slightly different. Yes, how original. Subs up in the 6 figures and this Muppet still has other sections for his videos. Isn't it kinda sad that you had to crack cause you lack talent and apparently can't be fucked to ask? You just got shreked by an aristocrat. A 99-year-old man. What a joke. Still don't even know why you couldn't take a roast. That was fucking delicious. Eggs on toast. Bitch! Fucking Swan!